Hello everyone, I'm back. It's 1:13 p.m. in the afternoon. Excuse me. Sorry y'all. Excuse me. Sorry, I had to stretch. Well, this is what's going on. I was getting rain alerts on my phone all morning. Around noon, it was I don't know if it was physically raining still, but the ground was very wet. Now, from my window, it looks like the sun is out. So basically, I've been trying what I could to keep track of trying what I could to keep track of my bank transactions and stuff like that. So there's something going on with this hotel. It's not bad, it's good, but I cannot say because I don't want to give any hints with the stalkers. So I cannot say that something is going on. There's something that's going on. It's not bad, but it's going on. But I cannot give any hints because of the stalkers. Okay, so, excuse me, so when I got the Social Security check, which is not much, and it's definitely under $800, I promise. Because I told y'all they raised the payment slightly, but the stalking cult criminals, they stole my backpack last week, and then I have screenshots of them threatening to steal my bags again. They stole my backpack last week and then bragged about it and admitted that they stole it. And I didn't have a good day at court. I had a bad day earlier that morning. And then later that evening, they illegally swatted me with the police with a fake mental health welfare check and lied and said that I was breaking down mentally. And I wasn't. All I was trying to do was say, leave my chat alone. Leave my live stream chat alone. And leave me alone. And stop messing with the chat. How is saying, leave me alone and leave the chat alone? How does that mean, how does that mean mental health breakdown? Or meltdown or whatever. When I suffer Tourette's, and they know I suffer Tourette's, and they would, even when I was in junior high and high school, the kids, would do and say things on purpose to trigger my Tourette's, on purpose to set me up to, get in some kind of, undeserved punishment or trouble. Because if they wouldn't want to believe old Candy suffers Tourette's, and the fake foster mom refused to, have the psychiatrist to write a letter saying that I suffer Tourette's, so they weren't trying to do that. But the psychiatrist did have me diagnosed with Tourette syndrome, obsessive compulsive disorder, Tourette syndrome, generalized anxiety disorder, and major depressive disorder. That's what I was diagnosed with in my high school years. But the fake foster mom was lying to people and smear campaigning me as schizophrenic. And the psychiatrist did not have me diagnosed with schizophrenia. So that fake schizophrenia smear campaign was to silence me from being vocal and speaking out against her abuse. and after I became targeted. So anyway, so all that happened last Monday, a week ago. The stalking cult criminals were hoping that they could try to break me and do everything they can to succeed. And they're not being held accountable for their crimes. And they still would threaten me with death just about every day, sexually harassing me, harassing in general, and I have screenshots of their fake new profiles and threats and harassment. And I keep documenting everything, and they stole my bags hoping that, that they could get rid of evidence of their crimes being exposed, and yet they're falsely painting me as the criminal. So, but anyway, there is something going on with this hotel. It's not bad, but it's something going on that I can't mention or I can't talk about or give hints. And because the stalking cult criminals illegally, y'all know what they do. So what happened with the first 3 nights of hotel, excuse me, something's going on with the system. So they debited $270 and something for 3 nights. But the original price was supposed to be $307 and something. Then it was supposed to be $314 and something. That I think that was authorized or something. And then they credited the money back and then debited out $270 and something. And then the day before yesterday, I was told that payment was supposed to have been $358. And I'm like, wait a minute. I thought it was supposed to be like $314. So I'm getting all kinds of different prices and figures. And at the moment from that day, from those 3 days, they have a pending payment of $270 that has not been cleared. And once it's cleared, I don't know if that payment will be $270 taken off, or if it will be $270 taken off, or if it will be or if it might be $314, $307, or if it might be $358. I don't know. But if it's anything higher than $270, then my bank account is definitely gonna overdraft or whatever. In which I was trying to prevent that. So, I know y'all suggested that I go to the library or whatever, but I would have had to pay for an Uber, and that would have cost even more money. So what I did was, someone had donated me $20 today, and when that $20 was donated, that put me at enough available funds. I still got pending charges on my bank account. So I'm taking a risk, so I don't know how much that $270, how much is gonna end up how much is gonna end up turning out to be, and when the money will clear. Excuse me, but I've been waiting for seem like forever, So when the $20 was donated, and then it seemed like, I was trying to get help, the stalking cult criminals were blocking the chat in my live stream with both sessions. And then they wait till like the last 3 minutes to finally let people start talking. And I was like trying to have a little more hope for some more help, And so, I took a risk with it raining and whatever. I debited, I had got me like another hotel night, hoping that the 270 will be 270 to be debited out. I don't know how much they're gonna debit out for me to be told like different things, So, so now, after I got the other hotel night, now I have $3 and I don't remember how many cents, but $3 and something left over in the bank. But I got the other couple of nights too, including for today. And if the $270, if that amount is debited out after the pending charges, then everything will balance out. But I don't know if they're gonna change the 270 that's pending, if they're gonna change that to like $307 or $314, or what I was told, $358. But the original payment was supposed to be $307. After taxes, the original payment was supposed to be $307 or whatever, So like at the moment, I'm waiting for, debit card pending charges to clear, and I don't know what the 270, what's it gonna do? Is it gonna stay 270 and I just have $3 left over, or is my account, or they're gonna take out 307, or they're gonna take out 314, or they're gonna take out 358 and my account be overdrafted? But I was afraid, something in me, I was afraid to go to the library today, and afraid of being illegally swatted again, trying to ask for help, or afraid of being wrongfully kicked out of or banned from the library, or afraid of being wrongfully kicked out of or banned from the library, or afraid of being illegally swatted and probably wrongfully arrested and thrown in jail again. So I took a risk, So far as I know, it's like $270 and something cents that's pending payments, in my bank account. Excuse me. And in my live stream chat earlier today, they had a perp that claimed that he had like inside access to my CashApp. Now that's stealing and fraud and malicious and intentional. But they tried everything to prevent me from getting help, and they keep blocking me from reaching more people. They're suppressing my YouTube channel on purpose. They're suppressing my YouTube channel on purpose and blocking my channel from reaching new people, and more like reaching new supporters. But they have no problem with me receiving more haters and more trolls and more criminals and more devil worshippers and more witches or whatever, So it's like I'm sitting here backed into a corner and being forced to do what I need to do to survive and stay safe. And I didn't know that the sun was going to come back out, but I don't know if it's going to rain more, So like from the pending money or whatever, for me to have a little bit left over, I don't know how much everything going to be after. I hope I'm explaining it right. I don't know how much everything's gonna be after after the pending charges clear, you know. So that's why I was trying to ask for help to make sure that my account does not like be overdrawn. You know, they have already had a couple, like at least 2 or 3 times this past week where they try to charge my card twice, and then like for like it's like if they try to charge my card twice or whatever, or 2 or 3 times, and then like the card declining and stuff, and I don't know, I mean, I guess it was a mistake or something like that, you know. But a couple of nights ago they tried 3 times to charge my card, but the first time it went through, this was Saturday, the first time it went through, the second time, but they didn't know because they said the machine wasn't, showing things properly or whatever. They got a new system or something. And first they said, the first charge went through, then the second one was debited twice, and then the third one declined. But then the second one, they released the authorization and credited the funds back on to my card, and then I was able to get the funds back, excuse me. So, well, I'm praying, I'm hoping that I don't know what, I'm confused myself, and I don't know what that 270 is gonna turn into. Is it gonna still stay at $270, or if they're gonna change it to charging me $307, or if they're gonna charge me $314, or if they're gonna charge me $358 and my account be overdrawn. But if the 270 goes through, then it won't be overdrawn, and then I will have $3 left on my debit card. And so, excuse me, I'm able to wait until dinner time to save the the pizza for dinner for tonight. And if I'm hungry enough like I was yesterday, then I will probably, I have a little bit of cash for snacks, and I have the pizza that's left over for I can have for dinner, and the funds that I was saving for laundry, I was gonna use that, if I'm hungry enough, for snacks, but I'm gonna try to not eat anything until dinner. I'm gonna try to not have snack. I'm gonna try not to, But the stalker and cult criminals, they would criminalize me for having breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And they're preventing me from working and having a job, preventing me from having or keeping housing. Excuse me, and then blame me for their sabotage and their witchcraft and attacks and what they're trying to do. They're trying to force me to stop surviving and trying to criminalize my attempts to try to survive and live. And so I heard about that story about the Jamaican person, Tyra Spalding, that I didn't know that she was Miss Universe. I don't want to get that wrong, but was it Miss Jamaica, or was she Miss Universe, part of Miss Universe pageant or something like that? And she did a video admitting that her dad was a Freemason, you know. And I haven't watched all her videos. I just found out about her, you know. And she might not have committed suicide. And I think she might have been a victim of the V2K voice to skull, probably, and been experimented on MK Ultra, you know. And I don't know her whole story, but you know, I feel really bad. But she might have been covertly murdered, and it made it look like she committed suicide. And my heart goes out. I mean, I feel just so bad. And they want the stalking cult criminals, they want me to denounce Jesus Christ and turn away from Jesus Christ and turn to the evil cult. And I don't want to join their cult, their evil cult. I mean, they trying to spread lies about me and falsely paint me as the liar. And then whenever you see the fake red triangles, they're showing who they are. And I'm documenting and exposing excuse me, these dangerous fake cult criminals. And just like the Tyra person, if she was Miss Universe and everybody's ignoring her cries for help and won't listen, and so now everybody's ignoring my cries for help, saying, look what they're doing. They're trying to murder me. They're doing this to me. They're doing that to me. They got me in this predicament. But I'm letting y'all know at this very second, I'm not feeling suicidal. I'm not feeling like I want to hurt or kill myself. I'm not feeling like I'm a danger or want to hurt anybody else or be any kind of dangerous. I'm trying to fight to survive. And the day after tomorrow, Wednesday, is another fake gang stalking court date. And I don't know if they're going to charge me money or force me to pay fines. I know that they're going to falsely paint me as guilty. And I know that that fake police officer is going to lie. So, here's my situation, all right? So, I took a risk of, I explained what I explained earlier, and I took a risk of, using what I had, hoping that my account does not get overdrafted. And that's supposed to cover me until tomorrow morning. And then I need help with hotel funds. I mean, if they overdraft my account, then I would need help to bring that account back to current. But I don't know yet. I don't know yet. But I also would need help with funds for tomorrow night, which is Tuesday night, and also help with funds for Wednesday night. And I also need help with round trip to and from the court on Wednesday. And probably need help with funds for food as well. And I think I'm close to needing more of my soap that I use. I'm low on my soap. So they're suppressing me and blocking me from getting help. I need help with almost $500. I need help with about $500 because that's what you stalking cult criminals put me in this fake predicament. I shouldn't have to be going to court and paying this and paying that and And if I had to suffer on the streets, I don't know when they're gonna take me out and murder me. And they were trying to take me out last Monday. And everybody said be very careful because it's October, and October, and it's blood sacrifice season. Season. And Halloween, fake ass Halloween, is coming up. Oh, how dare you disrespect my special holiday, Halloween? Fake ass satanic Halloween. And every Halloween and birthday, me and my twin sister, our birthday passed already, but the stalkers were illegally they were threatening to blood sacrifice. They were threatening to illegally swap me at the airport on me and my twin sister's birthday. And that's why I couldn't get to live stream that day, because I knew they were planning something. So they were trying to set me up to get wrongfully mentally institutionalized last Monday. And one of the fake police officers, a fellow black female, even though I'm Creole, but a fellow black female, had a taser in her an orange taser in her left hand, and was about to use it on me. And they came at me. The officers came on the scene and approached me aggressive. And yep, when it comes to me being targeted, the officers, they're always rough with me. The perps, whatever lies that they that they spread, and then they gossip on YouTube and talk and brag about their cyber crimes against me. And then they talk about Candy still has never learned her lesson. What lesson am I supposed to learn? Just shut up and take being abused and not fight back? So, I have not committed a crime. Have not done anything wrong. But they want to falsely paint the narrative to look like that. It really smells like as if someone is nearby smoking cigarettes, and my throat is feeling more dry and feels like I'm suffocating in here. Excuse me. And my throat feels dry. Last night I was coughing so much, and I had a stubborn block of mucus in my throat. And yeah, but they're trying to force me to stop surviving and trying to criminalize me surviving. And they spread a whole bunch of lies and trying to think that their lies is supposed to intimidate me and make me feel fearful and to keep me in line and to keep me controlled. They think I'm supposed to be intimidated by their lies. Malicious and intentional lies that they spread. I've seen people with 700,000 subscribers. Yesterday I saw someone with a YouTube account of like 645,000 subscribers. And he asked people to cash app him birthday money for tacos. And nobody said he was wrong. He didn't post a thing yesterday. It was probably like a month ago. But yeah. So But excuse me. I couldn't print out the short stories because they said that the hotel computers weren't working, but I'm afraid that if I were to try to go to the library today, then they would I'm afraid of them illegally swatting me again, or trying to have the police to murder me, or trying to have me wrongfully arrested and thrown in jail again. So as I said, I got the Social Security check, and I was like, they raised the prices on the hotels. They got me wrongfully, the stalking cult criminals got me wrongfully banned from the cheaper hotels. They stole my backpack, and I had to get certain things replaced. I got a new pair of shoes. And so all I was able to afford was like 3 nights of hotel, and on my own, with my own money. And then I had to get some more toiletries, I had to get more shoes, I had to get more of this, more of that, and I'm still not done replacing what they stole from me. And a lot of the stuff that they stole from me, I can never get back, no matter how valuable, precious, or important it is. Can't get my Bible back, can't get my birth certificate, can't get my college and high school diplomas back, my college transcripts, pictures, whatever, court documents, whatever I had. Like, so many things that was important that they stole, and then bragging about it, because they feel like if we steal your backpack, then you won't have any evidence to fight your court case, and you'll for sure go to jail. And then we can succeed at trafficking you. Like, I have evidence of them threatening to sex traffic me to a brothel in Shreveport. And they're still mocking and making fun of me being trafficked. And then when I'm at my lowest and suffering the hardest is when people who I think is my supporters end up backstabbing and betraying and turning against me at my lowest. I'm innocent. So yeah, because you stalkers are forcing me to have to go to court on Wednesday, and I'm fighting to survive. Yes, I need to be able to raise $500 to survive the next couple of days in the court date and everything like that. And last week, the stalking cult criminals made sure I didn't get help, and I didn't even get to bring my evidence. And they had the fake court prosecutor lying and saying that I was convicted of XYZ criminal charges. And they would not let me fight or defend myself, and try to force me to extend more court dates and force me to have another fake public offender. I don't trust public defenders anymore. I never had to deal with them until that one. And I don't trust public defenders the same way I don't trust fake mental health social workers and case managers, or foster care social workers. If you got, LSW as a title behind your name, I don't freaking trust you at all. Or if you got anything associated with the if your job title is social worker or mental health case manager, like I want to avoid you like the plague. I don't trust you at all. I don't trust fake social workers. I don't trust fake mental health case managers. I don't trust fake public offenders. I don't trust the freaking cops. I don't trust fake mental health system. I don't like y'all. So I'm going to try to come after dinner this evening and fight for more help. Try to fight to raise $500. And I don't know, like, if I end up, I hope not to end up going to jail or being wrongfully sentenced to jail. But if they let me free, and I don't know if they're going to force me to pay fines and fees or whatever, you know. And then I don't know how I'll be able to pay that, or if it's got to be forced to come out of my little Social Security check that I get. They raised the funds, they raised the Social Security check slightly, not a whole lot, but it's under $775. It's not $930 like the stalkers are lying and saying. The YouTube AdSense payment that I got last month, it was under $120. And the stalkers, they're threatening to ruin my finances. They're threatening to murder my finances, and they're threatening to murder me.